Good evening, friends. I'm Fred Brewington, one of the members of the Board of Directors of Erase Racism, and I'm going to be serving as your MC this evening. I want to extend an enthusiastic welcome to you and thanks for joining us tonight for our celebration in this virtual benefit. One of the things that you should recognize is that we're going to be celebrating a number of things, not only our accomplishments, but our Abraham Krosnoff Courage and Commitment Award winners, as well as our Erase Racism Leadership Award winner. It's important for you to realize that you are important to us. And along those lines, we want to let you know that you can support us in a number of ways. One, there's a silent auction which is going to take place this evening. You can bid on a number of very interesting items, and we encourage you to do that. In addition, you can make a secure online donation by going to our website, eraseracismny.org. And you can make a donation to help us eradicate racism in our time. We know it's a lofty goal, but it's still a goal that we can all strive for. Now, for some housekeeping items. You can view our event on 3 different ways. There are 3 platforms that will make it available to you, and you can also pass that on to other individuals. If you're having technical difficulties, try a different platform and we'll be sure to welcome you at that time. The links are appearing on the screen now. Our program will last about 30 minutes, and we hope that after the program ends this evening, you'll then take some time to visit our silent auction and visit our website to get to know us even better. I offer special thanks to our Trailblazer sponsors, our leadership sponsor, our benefactor sponsor, and our catalyst sponsor. But let me list them just so that they're made known to you and everybody that's out there. Our Trailblazers, Concern for Independent Living, Fred and Gilda Noble Family Foundation, Howard A. Glickstein, Hofstra University, Islamic Center of Long Island, Joan K. Lang, EDD, Newsday, Northwell Health, Jane and Marty Schwartz, Scope Education Services, and now let me tell you a little bit about our leadership. The Peter and Jerry DeJana Family Foundation, Benefactor, Saltzman Family Foundation Incorporated, and our catalyst, Eric and Sandra Krasnoff. We have an e-journal where you can find a list of all of the sponsors at every level. The journal is packed with biographical information, ads, and a list of accomplishments for Erase Racism. You can find the e-journal on our website, which again is eraseracismny.org. Just in case you missed something, don't worry. All of the links will be provided at the end. So if we have your email, it'll be sent to you as well. I'm sure you'll agree with me that we have an impressive list of major sponsors this evening. But the major sponsors are supported by the major work that is done by a very impressive staff. That staff that works very hard to bring the work of Erase Racism alive. They're led by Elaine Gross, the president and CEO of Erase Racism, who is untiring in her efforts. She finds herself oftentimes in the paper, on the news, being interviewed on the radio and television, and with all that, she keeps this organization not only afloat, but steaming forward to try and deal with the important work that we have to do. I'm going to ask you to listen to her as she comes to you and talks to you about Erase Racism.
Hello, I am Elaine Gross, President and CEO of Erase Racism. Welcome to Erase Racism's virtual benefit, which, like everything else this year, is different from what we've done in the past. But it's also an opportunity for innovation, which is something we've always worked hard to achieve. Thank you for being part of tonight's celebration and for your ongoing support of Erase Racism. Our work has become even more pivotal in the past year, and we are grateful for all that you are doing and will do in the future to help us fulfill our vital mission of addressing structural racism. The past year has been remarkable on so many levels. It was 1 year ago today, that's November 17, 2019, that Newsday published its landmark 3-year study, Long Island Divided, which exposed widespread evidence of civil rights violations in the sale of homes on Long Island. It was on May 25th of 2020 that we all learned of the tragic killing of George Floyd, one of the many killings of unarmed Black people by police officers, but one whose horrific nature was captured on video for the world to see. And the past year has of course been dominated by COVID-19, a tragically deadly virus that has ravaged the nation and opened its own window into racial inequities that especially impact Black Americans. Throughout these developments, the importance of Erase Racism's work has increased. The media has turned to Erase Racism for insights and analysis for 138 stories in 2020 alone. And this year, 10 of my opinion articles have been published in local, regional, and national publications. Teachers College at Columbia University invited Erase Racism Student Task Force to present at its prestigious Reimagining Education Summer Institute. Corporations and nonprofit organizations in New York and nationally have turned to Erase Racism for anti-racism workshops and consultation. Today, I thank all of you for your help in making our work so impactful and so important. I also want to say a few special words of thanks to our 2 honorees and our leadership awardee who will speak to you shortly. We have 2 Abraham Krasnoff Courage and Commitment Award honorees, Roger Tillis, philanthropist, advocate for equity, and New York State Regent for Long Island. Thank you, Roger, for all that you do. Newsday for conducting and publishing the landmark study Long Island Divided. One cannot overstate its importance in forcing public recognition of the civil rights violations that it revealed. It is fitting that Arthur Browne is accepting the Newsday Award given his strong leadership. Second, I thank SCO Family of Services for demonstrating a strategic commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. I am pleased that Keith Little, the president of SCO, is here to accept this award. Thank you for your leadership, Keith. And now, stay tuned to hear from others. And please remember, you can visit our website, eraseracismny.org, at any time to make a donation and join the movement for change. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine. I hope some of you are feeling energized and want to join the movement. We're asking you to help us reach 1,000 monthly donors tonight. You can go online and donate $5, $10, or $20 or more. A lot of people committing to those monthly donations will add up and make a difference. Let's just take a moment now and hear from Keith Little, President and CEO of SCO Family of Services, accepting our Erase Racism Leadership Award.
Hi, I'm Keith Little, President and CEO of SCO Family of Services. SCO Family of Services is the largest nonprofit social services provider in the New York City metropolitan area. We provide services to over 60,000 individuals each year, spanning Long Island and New York City. We employ about 3,800 employees, and we have an array of services that are there to assist children, families, and adults to recover from the challenges that life presents them. About 2.5 years ago, SCO embarked upon an anti-racism, race equity initiative with the idea that we would focus in a number of different areas. Number one, we would focus on training, and we've trained about 190 staff to date. Number two, we would focus on the establishment of a steering committee, which is a multicultural cross-sectional committee that would lead the initiative. Number three, we would have those uncomfortable conversations that need to take place for an organization to progress. And number four, we would engage our board of directors to assist us in the work that we have to do. I'd like to thank Erase Racism for this honor and this privilege to be recognized and the award that they have provided us with. And I'd like to continue to support them in the work that they're doing on Long Island, both in terms of housing, education, and assisting SCO. Thank you very much.
We have two Abraham Krasnoff Courage and Commitment awardees. First, we'll hear from Regent Roger Tillis.
I have been privileged to live on Long Island most of my life. I was born and raised here and came back here to work. As a New York State Regent, I've been very fortunate to visit over 250 schools on Long Island. But in a way, it's opened my eyes to the fact that New York has one of the most segregated school systems in the country. And Erase Racism has done a terrific job in bringing some of those facts out in different ways over the years. I have seen it now firsthand, the difference in education between those schools of high need and those schools that have tremendous resources. We almost have a system of two types of education in New York State, and it's very, very unfair. As a former chair of the Long Island Regional Planning Board, I also saw the way Long Island land use was developed and the kinds of discrimination that have existed both in residential real estate, which Newsday has done a terrific job in exposing, but also in the commercial area where different kinds of zonings have been held to make sure that there is no quote-unquote urbanization, which is a code word for continued racism. Erase Racism has brought to the fore some of these issues, and I really appreciate the work that they've done. I've been a member of Erase Racism right from the beginning, and the person that got me involved was really Abe Krasnoff, and I'm so honored and privileged to be able to accept the Abe Krasnoff Award because he was in many ways a mentor of mine, a former chair of Long Island University that I succeeded, but in many ways just a real mensch and somebody who cared about other people. I hope that I continue in that way, but I will do the best I can.
Thank you, Roger. And now for our final awardee. Arthur Browne, project editor of Newsday, will accept the award for Newsday. This award spotlights Newsday's Long Island Divided. As longtime advocates for fair housing, we believe that Newsday deserves an award like this and many, many more. The Long Island Divided series, an investigation into racial discrimination and home buying on Long Island, has won numerous awards, including the Edward R. Morrow Award.
My name is Arthur Browne. I served as the project editor of Newsday's Long Island Divided report. Long Island Divided was by far the most challenging and socially important project of my journalistic career. It's well known that Long Island Divided took 3 years to complete, an eternity in today's journalism. It's also well known that the heart of Long Island Divided was undercover videos. Those videos documented in a way that few had ever seen the attitudes and actions of some real estate agents on Long Island. They proved the evidence of disparate treatment of Black, Hispanic, and Asian homebuyers compared with white homebuyers. in a way that drew the attention of state and local governments, and nationally drew the attention of the fair housing community and the real estate industry. Those videos confirmed the evidence of disparate treatment that Elaine Gross of Erase Racism knew by lived experience. Erase Racism is a preeminent Long Island advocacy organization for racial and social justice. That's why Newsday is especially honored to receive the Abraham Krasnoff Award for Courage and Commitment from Erase Racism. It means a great deal to all of us here at Newsday, to the dozens of people who worked on Long Island Divided.
Thank you, Arthur. And now I want to thank each one of you for taking the time out of your evening to spend with us. We hope that you've enjoyed what you've heard and that it's been helpful to you in your daily work, in your daily life. It's been my pleasure to serve as your MC this evening. And before I go, I want you to please take a look at the links on the screen. From our e-journal, you'll learn more about our award winners and see their biographical background and information. Please take a look at that as well. And please consider supporting Erase Racism with your donations and also with volunteering your time. You'll see that also on our website, where you can have the opportunity to join us as part of the work that we do here on Long Island. Have fun bidding on the silent auction, because those items are going quickly, and if you don't bid quickly and often, you may miss out on something. Congratulations to the benefit committee. You've done a wonderful job, and you can read their names in our journal as well. Also, thank you to our staff and to Elaine Gross for her leadership. This day has been one that has been long coming, and even with COVID-19, we've found a way to overcome. And that has been a call for us all in these days. And now, before I leave and pass you on to Elaine Gross, a special request that you take some time and have a discussion about how important it is for all of us to face that systemic and institutional racism does exist, and that you can do something about it. I thank you, and now I place you in the hands of Elaine Gross as we get ready to sign off.
Thank you, Fred. You are a man of many talents, a legal scholar, a fierce advocate for civil rights, and a charming MC. To all the members of the Board of Directors, thank you for your boundless support. Joan Lang, co-chair. Edward Pichardo, co-chair. Marty Schwartz, treasurer. Craig Wolfson, assistant treasurer. Marge Rogatz, secretary. Lorna Lewis, assistant secretary. And Fred Brewington, Gerald Carter, Howard Glickstein, and Christina Vargas. Visit our website to read the bios of our illustrious board. And to my staff, thank you. It's hard working in a small nonprofit. It is rewarding, but it's hard work. Thank you, Shirley, Nicole, and Valerie. Learn more about the staff by looking at the staff bios at eraseracismny.org. To all who show up, who remember us, who support us, and who are by our side as we build a just Long Island, thank you. You know where to find us on our website. Sign up to get our newsletters, join the Partnership for Racial Equity, and please become a monthly donor. And now you can enjoy bidding on our silent auction items. Remember, the auction closes on Wednesday, November 18th at 8 p.m. To keep up to date, don't forget to give us your email address, go to the website homepage at the top, and sign up to get the newsletters. It's fast. Good night, everyone, and thank you.